Good morning, students. Hope all of you had been studying the lessons which the school is providing to you all. We, all the teachers, are working hard to provide you all the materials you need to get a good learning of all the subjects. Today we will have the continuation class of Social Studies Chapter 1, that is, My Family and I. First of all, we will do a quick recap of the chapter and then we will proceed with it. So let's start. In my previous class, I have told you what is family, how our family members help us, who are our family members, what are the different kinds of family, nuclear family, joint family, single parent family, what creates a strong family bond, knowing our family members, that is paternal relatives, maternal relatives, grandparents and grandchild. So what is a family? A family is a group of people who are related to each other by birth. They may or may not live together. Members of a family love and support each other. They take care of each other's needs. What are the different kinds of family? That is a nuclear family. A nuclear family is a one where father and mother and kids stay together. What is a joint family? A family has many members staying together in a house. It has parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts and cousins. And what is a single parent family? A single parent family is the one in which children live either with the father or mother. It's always fun when the whole family spends time together. Going for a picnic with the family creates a strong family bond. Now, knowing our family members. Who are our paternal relatives? The relatives from our father's side are our paternal relatives. The relatives from our mother's side are our maternal relatives. Your parents are your grandparents, and you are your grandparents' grandchild. So this much we have done the previous day, and today we will do a bit more than that. Now, before going to the next part of the chapter, first let me tell you the answers of these questions. What type of family do you have? You all know that. It may be nuclear, it may be joint family. And what type of family did your parents have when they were young? It's most probably all of them had joint family, but it may be different for your parents. So you will write the answer accordingly. Know the names of the relationship. Your brother or sister is your sibling. So the first answer is sibling. Your father or mother, the answer will be parents. Your father's or mother's brother will be uncle. Your father's or mother's sister is your aunt. Your uncle's aunt's child is your cousin, and your father's wife is your mother. So here are the answers. I have written it down for you. So today we are going to start with the family tree. What is a family tree? A family tree is a drawing or a chart that tells us how many members are related to each other. It shows the relationship between the different members of the family. So let us start with this chart. These are your grandparents. So first of all, we will close this part. This is your paternal grandfather, this is your paternal grandmother, this is your father, and your father has a brother. So your father's brother is your uncle, and your father's brother's wife is your aunt, and your uncle and aunt have a son, that is your cousin brother. So this is your paternal side. Now we will read about your maternal side. Your mother has her mother and father, that is your grandparents, maternal grandmother, maternal grandfather. your mother has a brother, that is your uncle, and his wife is your aunt. This is your maternal uncle and this is your maternal aunt. They have one boy and one girl. So these are your cousin brother and cousin sister. And here you have to paste your picture. So this is your family tree. Have you understood? Now we also have to remember a family tree starts with our grandparents. So our grandparents are our first generation, and your uncle, aunt, your mother, your father, your maternal side uncle and aunt, these are all your second generation, and you, your cousin brothers and cousin sister are the third generation. This is about the family tree. Now we will read about how changing time changes our family. There are a few points for that. Depends upon relocation, birth of a baby adds a new member, death in a family also brings a changes in the family structure, natural calamities, weddings and adaptations. So how is relocation related to changing times and changing our family? Earlier people used to live in a joint family, right, where more or two generations lived under one roof. Joint families are now disappearing with changing times, and nuclear families are becoming popular. So some of the reasons are relocation. The relocation means what? Relocation of families happen when people move out in search of better education or job. Suppose if your father gets a good job in somewhere else, then he have to move to that place. So he is living behind your family members and you have to go another place to settle there. So relocation of families happens when people move out in search of better education or jobs. Birth of a baby adds a new member in the family. Death in a family also brings changes in the family structure. And how our natural calamities affect us? Natural calamities like earthquakes, tsunamis, cyclones and floods damage houses and force people to shift to other places. Wedding causes changes in a family too. Wedding is a happy occasion when the whole family comes together to celebrate. A new member joins or leaves a family and the number of members in the family changes. Suppose if you have a brother and if he is getting married, he is bringing a new member to your family. But if you have a sister who is also getting married, he goes to another family. So like this way there is a changes in our family structure. And one more important thing is adoption. Adoption also adds a new member in the family. Some couples adopt a child and raise him or her as their own child. Adoption means you are adopting one member in a family. Suppose if your uncle and aunt don't have a baby, they are adopting a child. Like this way they are adding members to the family. Like this way there is a change in the family structure. So now let's do a quick recap of the chapter. So today we have learned about family tree, which starts with your grandparents. They are your first generation. Then your father, mother, uncle and aunt, they all are your second generation. And you and your cousins make up the third generation. So we have learned about how changing times change our family, like relocation, birth of a baby adds a new member, death in a family also brings changes in the family structure, natural calamities, weddings and adaptation. So this much is there for you all in this chapter. Next day we will solve the question answer and exercises. Till then, study at home and be safe. Thank you.